Hi everyone. So I feel it's very helpful for me to just start off these readings, breathing, grounding myself. The energy is very intense. There's information coming at us nonstop. We just had a solar eclipse on the 21st. In a few days, we'll be having the winter solstice. We're entering into a new year. It's been very intense, and some of the ways that I've been experiencing it is fluctuating in my energies. So I will be completely exhausted for like a period of time, and then I'll shift into complete like scatteredness, or then I'll be in focused scatteredness, and it's very overwhelming at times to manage. And as I started this video, I had been grounding myself, and I noticed as I went into speaking, my voice started to be more intense and louder, and I found myself in my mind going quicker than what I could communicate, because I had a separation between my body and my mind. So they were communicating on different frequencies, and then that wasn't allowing me the ability to communicate effectively. Maybe you were perceiving it as I was communicating it normally, but in my perception and the way I have been feeling in my observation is that, that's like the scatteredness, the separation, the resistance, the tension in my body as I'm speaking these words. So this is an example of what's happening in the overall collective energy, is that there's so many different variations of perceptions, opinions, with this experience, and it's causing a lot of anxiety, depression, exhaustion, rage, frustration. It's just so much. I actually find it so difficult. I've almost become addicted. That's right. We've become addicted to COVID, right? All of our energies, COVID. And that's also activating what they want to create. They want us to be dependent on the system. So they're making us even more dependent on the system by making us obsessed about COVID. Yes, it is something totally worth talking about. We all have to, come together, and everyone's speaking their truth, and it's Aquarius energies, and Aquarius energies are about revolution and communication, and they're not as structured, and they're more freedom oriented. And so basically what's happening is we're shifting into that energy. We went from 2020 to then we're entering into 2021. And so we went from a lot of Capricorn energies, which was about karma, structured. They can be rigid. They're the climbers. They're about foundations and structures. So it's basically speaking to everything that we just went through in 2020 with the collapse of the structures, the collapse of the system. And so now we're entering in 2021, and the energy shifting, and we're starting to, it's like building. And so now, what are we going to do with this energy as we go into the next year? Are we going to just keep with what we're doing, or I don't have to get into it, but are we going to keep doing what we've been doing, or are we going to start doing something different? Because we know what we've been doing, it has been serving a purpose, but is it going to continue serving the purpose that it needs to serve as we enter into the new year? So what are we going to do to process what we're going through? One of the things I do, I minimize the amount of time I spend on social media. I don't know how many times I can say this. Social media is a trap. You have to be very mindful of the amount of energy you invest into social media. If you're doing it for business, great. If you're doing it for socialization, great. But do it in moderation. You know, just be mindful of how you're feeling. And if you start finding yourself drawn to, you know, check this out and this and this and this and this, well, you know, acknowledge that and remind yourself that that could cause harm to you. And so by acknowledging that and understanding that, you can shift it. And so you can avoid, you know, make the one thing in the morning. I will not go on any sort of social media, or I won't activate my energy to the outside world immediately upon awakening. I'll find out the time, I'll get up, I'll do my routine, and then when I'm energetically grounded and I'm cleared and prepared, then I will, you know, open myself up to that world. That by doing that, just one little thing in your day is going to make a major difference in how you feel. Also, deep breathing, just settling into yourself. Imagine your feet like tingle, like tense up your feet and connect them solid onto the floor. Imagine that you're like kind of pawing at the floor with your feet. What else? One of the things you can do is go like this. It's very simple. It's just basically crisscrossing your body, realigns your energy. It connects you to the right side and the left side meridians. And then by just touching in the middle, it activates your heart and solar plexus. Roll your shoulders back. Drink lots of water. Do stretches as need be throughout the day. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. Well, it does sometimes matter where you are, but I mean, who cares? Who cares if you're in the hallway at work? Who cares? You're going to take the 5 minutes. If you have time, you have 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, however amount of time you have. You're going to take it and you're going to do what you need to do for you to make yourself feel better. So you're going to just roll your neck. You're not going to feel like, oh, somebody needs me. I'm going to roll my neck. Oh, I got to see somebody needs me. You're looking side to side. Somebody needs me. No one needs you right now. You need you, and you need to resettle, and you need to be regrounded. So then you take the time, you do what you need to do. You roll your neck, you roll your shoulders back, you know, give yourself a little hug. You do the crisscross, you kind of rub your lower back, and then you just rub your whole body and imagine yourself connecting to the earth. And so then you do that. And don't make excuses, because lately I personally have been making excuses. I've just been putting myself on the back burner, and it's like ridiculous. Why am I doing that? You know, because I get so caught up in the scatteredness and I need to be doing this, I should be doing this, and oh, what's going on, and and it's just like all day, every day, and then it's just like before I know it, the time's gone by, and it's like, where did I even go? I didn't even go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, I went somewhere, but it wasn't really getting me anywhere. I went somewhere, but it wasn't taking me anywhere. If I'm going to go somewhere, I want to go somewhere. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah. And so basically just moving with the tides. And just grounding. So I noticed I went and my energy just went like this, and now I feel myself grounding again. So what's going to happen throughout people's days now with everything with the shift in the world, we're going to start going like this more often, because there's more contrasting energy between the lightness and the dark. So it's like kind of like one-upping as we go along. Everyone's kind of one-upping. And so then you kind of get into that rhythm, and you're like step. But it's like as you're doing it, you're doing it in a competitive way. You're doing it in a challenging way. Whereas the actual power comes from grounding it and holding your presence and only activating the power of your being when need be. You know, we need to have more focus on going within right now. Everyone's being drawn to go out. This is the thing. People are pissed. Okay, be pissed, be angry. It's okay. Acknowledge your feelings. But stop making this your excuse to not feel good. Why are you making it your excuse to not feel good? Yes, it's hard. It sucks. But let's stop making excuses. Okay? And I can say that because I know from personal experience what happens when I am completely overwhelmed and exhausted and angry and and then I make excuses. And the reason why we do that is because we want to, what's the word? We want to bypass because we don't feel like we're prepared for the next chapter. So we stay in these holding patterns. And right now it's not about bypassing. You know what? 2020 was a rough year, but it's not going to get any easier if you keep making it seem like it's so difficult. And that's what we do. It's everywhere you go. It's this perception of pain. And when we need to turn our perceptions to empowerment, because focusing on the pain isn't going to make the pain go away. It's going to perpetuate the pain. And that's what we need to do. So we're going to do that. We're going to wake up every day and we're going to just try every day to be better and better and better. Make better choices and, anything you can do to be better. Okay. So the other thing that I do to help me feel better is I do daily spiritual insights. So they're tuning into my subconscious mind through conscious action. And one of the ways you can do that is by using a form, like this is a modality. Tarot is a modality. This is a form of communication. So I want to connect and feel better and take grounded, conscious action to spiritually develop and tune in to my intuition. Okay. Oh man, I just love Spirit so much. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for supporting me and guiding me on my journey and for always being here with me and loving me no matter what. Okay. Exactly what I was talking about. I gotta change positions. Okay, so here we go. The Wheel of the Year. I was going to say the Wheel of Fortune, but then I remembered. Perfect. The Wheel of the Year. How fitting, 2021. Then it goes along to manifestation. We create our reality. We are magicians. Our words are spells. We have the ability, we came here with the ability to create. and to co-create and develop and grow and evolve. And this is what we came here to do. We came to experience rebirth, the rebirthing. And as I say that, this woman, this is the Empress. The Empress represents the feminine, divine feminine energy. The divine feminine energy is what brought life. She's nurturing, calm, caring, kind, compassionate. She holds life in her belly. She's the intuitive embodiment, the embodiment of oneness. And so this is what Spirit's guiding us to do, is to just lean back, relax. We're in the gestation. We're entering into New Year. We're in winter right now, but we're shifting into spring next season. 3 months from now, we'll be in spring. The energy is going to be completely different, and you know, we're gonna have another change. We're gonna have a transformation. How are we gonna do that? Well, we're going to keep moving forward. We're heading home. This is what we're all here to do, you guys. We're here to find heaven on earth. And you know, our bodies we are heaven. Everything about our entire being is heavenly. And we are already home. I am safe. I am loved. I am protected. I am always taken care of. And this is my mission. My mission is to co-create, experience the changing of the seasons, work through my mental, emotional, spiritual energies, balance the energies. This goes very well with the Magician. Temperance and the Magician go so well together because they are about manifestation, creation, the ability to master just the right amount to bring something to full development. I complicated that wording. I complicated that wording there, but what I mean by that, you know, she has magic. She has the ability of alchemy. And that's what Spirit's telling us. We are alchemists. You know, humans, we create life. Think about how much, you know, like we love life so much, you know, we're freaking fucking like bunnies. Like, look at the population, man. Jesus. The earth is overpopulated, people. Okay? Like, you know, when did we start playing God? Like, I understand our ability, our intelligence, but really, are we that smart? Because honestly, it doesn't seem like we are. Even though we are extremely highly intelligent beings, we're not that smart. So when are we going to start smartening up? Because frick. The reason why I said that about them, like fucking like bunnies, is because I was watching this this interview on Gaia, and he was channeling some beings, and they were talking about like all of history and the different ancient civilizations, and and he was talking to this one group of beings, and they were talking about how they're surprised at how much we've created, like how many people are on this, like how much we've co-created, how much we've been fucking, pretty much, right? Like she's impregnated. And now the world, like, look at this world, man. I know my sense of humor, my mind is a little bit twisted, just whatever, but what else? Totally disconnected. And then this is the Eight of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is perfect for the new year. It's just taking everything that you've learned in 2020 and you're fine-tuning it. You're polishing her up. Be guided to the wheel. And it's gold, the gold star, the oranges and the yellows. All the elements. Earth, air, wind, fire. Alchemy, combining the elements, moving with the elements. Preparing ourselves. Self-mastery. This was 2020 right here. Boom. Destruction. This is what 2021 is, that we're guided towards. We're being guided towards divine union. We're being guided to honor ourselves and the love and the co-creation, humanity, the divine masculine, feminine, making offerings. You know, I am making an offer to my spiritual, I'm making an offer to the world around me. I'm offering my knowledge and wisdom and my love and light and inspiration to all of humanity for 2021. And my work is to encourage everyone else to do the same, because this is how we continue to live our lives without feeling the structures and the pain. We have to go within and take this time that we've been blessed with and stop looking at it through pain and start looking at it through empowerment. Exactly. The High Priestess. We have so much information inside of us that is just waiting to come out. It's just like wants to just burst open. And that's what Spirit's guiding us to do. Spirit is saying, I am strengthening you. You're going in, go within and remember who you are. Remember. You know, The Lion King? I love that scene, actually. That's a really nice scene. Lion King, remember who you are. Is that the way? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from The Lion King. I don't know. I'm sure that saying's been said many times, but I'm correlating into that. But yeah. Change, yay. It's gonna happen quickly. You're gonna even believe how quickly it's gonna happen. Yep. Emperor. Swift action. I'm gonna get a clarifier on that one. Justice will prevail. Justice is prevailing. We're creating completely new structures, new social structures. The whole justice system is going to be transformed. Things are going to be cut out. It's all about the love. It's all about the love. Oh. Okay, so here's an example of these two. So once this happens and this collapses, this is what happens. So you're being given an opportunity for a new beginning through the financially to rebuild. Like, this is what this stands for, is the Pentacles stand for money. But it's also about the groundedness of the okay, so it's about opportunity to create a new foundation and being supported, and even though it doesn't seem like, you know, the money's not there and like everything else, everyone knows what I'm talking about, but it is there. Spirit has our back. We're being guided to, you know, put an end to this and start rebuilding. Number one, new beginnings, new creation. Here's the idea. Here's the foundation. It's going to happen quickly because of our abilities, because of our manifestation abilities. Whew. I got through it. I've got through it. Here we go. One more time. Yay. Manifestation. Creation. Alchemy. Union. Companionship. Love's offering. Wellness. Divine masculine. Divine feminine. Oh, Spirit's talking to me so strongly right now. So exciting. Right here. Yeah. Emperor and Empress. Divine masculine. Divine feminine. So exciting. Spirit's here. Thank you, Spirit. This is how we heal the world, people. It's how we heal it. It's all about the love. Equal partnership. She knows who she is. She creates her energy within. He does as well. These two come together. Look at him looking at her. He's looking at her through the kids, you know? He's looking at the kids. His eyes are actually, in this card, you can't see it really well, but his head is slightly shifted so that he's looking at the kids, but he can still, you know, see her. And he's just, I like how they're not sitting, like if you put them next to each other, they're sitting in different ways. So imagine that she's scooted a little bit closer. Yeah, that's better. You know, and he's looking at the children through her, and he's just like, you know, he's grateful for her ability to give life. And he's so proud and happy to help her, you know, help her be her. And she helps him be him. And they help each other. And that's what we came here to do. We came here to help one another. You know, let's remember when we were children, where we didn't have care in the world, and we just used our imagination. We didn't care if we got dirty. We didn't care if we spilled something. When we were in pain, we cried. When we wanted something, we expressed it. But then once we did those things, and then we just moved on. Like, kids just have a resiliency to them. And that's also, we're asked to be more resilient. You know, have your temper tantrum. It's all good, but it's not going to get you anywhere. Yes, we're flying words everywhere. Everyone's got all this energy, revolution, we're, but guess what? It's all waste unless you're actually taking action. And if you're not, then, use that form of expression in moderation. Take action in other ways. Take action by going within, because that's what strengthens. The action of going within strengthens. He entered into her, and that action within strengthened them and created babies, created union. And the babies turned to children, and then the children turned to adults, and then the adults basically had to start all over again. So they basically, my belief is, we are programmed, and we have our childhood programming, our conditioning, all of the programming. It's just a program. And so then that settles into us from the time we're born up until adulthood, and then adulthood is the process of reprogramming. And that's what life is all about, is programming and reprogramming, calibrating, recalibrating, lightness and dark. Everything about life is duality. These two are opposite in nature, but the same. They embody what the other doesn't have, but they both have the same. He has the same qualities and she has the same qualities, but their form of expression and of the qualities is different. So he expresses himself with assertion, power, strength, protector, provider, and she provides the nurturing, the intuitive knowledge, the guidance, the love, the nurturing, and then those two energies come together and they become empowered. It's the divine feminine masculine, the embodiment, the oneness within the connection of all humanity